You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Hi, Ruronis. This is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Once again, we get to cover a Dragon Ball related anime for today. With this Dragon Ball Z movie for today's anime review is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods is a 2013 Japanese anime science fantasy martial arts film, the 18th feature film based on the Dragon Ball series, and the 14th to carry the Dragon Ball Z branding, released in theaters on March 30th. It was the first Dragon Ball movie in 17 years to have a theatrical release, the last being the 10th anniversary movie in 1996, which followed the first three Dragon Ball films and the 13th Dragon Ball Z movies as well. Unlike the previous theatrical Dragon Ball releases, this was a full-length theatrical production with a standalone release and not shown as part of the now discontinued Toei Anime Fair, formerly the Toei Manga Matsuri as well. So let's review Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Let's begin. Beerus, the god of destruction, is woken from a lengthy slumber by his attendant Whis. While reviving the current state of the universe, he is surprised to learn that Frieza was defeated by a Saiyan named Goku. He recalls that 39 years prior, the Orasol fish foretold that a mighty opponent would appear before Beerus, called the Super Saiyan God. Intrigued by the potential challenge, Beerus then tracks Goku to King Kai's planet. Goku excitedly challenges Beerus to a fight, and despite powering up to Super Saiyan 3, is effortlessly defeated. Disappointed, Beerus departs then in order to seek out the other Saiyans as well, particularly what you see in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, if you've ever seen it as well. On Earth, Bulma's birthday party is interrupted by Beerus's arrival. Vegeta, aware of the might of the god of destruction, casts his pride aside in order to appease him, who, along with Whis, soon both develop a curiosity for Earth's cuisine. While the party is ongoing, the Pilaf gang attempts and fails to infuriate the party to steal the magical Dragon Balls, and Videl is inadvertently revealed to be pregnant with Gohan's child. As the celebration continues, Beerus is soon provoked by Mr. Buu, who refuses to share any pudding. Beerus attacks Majin Buu and decides to destroy the Earth when Android 18, Tien Shinhan, Piccolo, and Gohan attempt to fight Beerus, but all are swiftly defeated. Vegeta reluctantly tries his hand at fighting Beerus, as does Goten and Trunks, who fuse into Gotenks, but they are beaten as well. Bulma becomes upset at the fighting ruining her party and scolds Beerus before slapping him. When Beerus hits her back, Vegeta is sent off into a fit of rage and despite faring the best in combat against Beerus in front of anyone thus far, is still defeated, which, you guessed it, because there's nothing can stand in his way as well. As Beerus prepares to obliterate the planet, Goku arrives and asks Beerus for more time to learn about the Super Saiyan God using the Dragon Balls. He summons Shenron, and the Eternal Dragon reveals that they need the power of 6 pure-hearted Saiyans for one of them to reach the form. Thanks to the power of himself, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and Videl's unborn child channeling their energy together, Goku ascends to the level of Super Saiyan God, which, you guessed it, what you see in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods particularly. Yeah. So, by this time, he confronts Beerus and they engage in an intense battle. The form gives Goku the power to resist Beerus, but he reverts to his regular Super Saiyan form due to its apparent time limit. However, he acquires the form's godlike feeling, which allows him to retain some of the power in his fight against Beerus, who eventually decides to use a massive energy to attack, truly put Goku to the test, particularly. By this time, Goku struggles to stop the energy sphere, but after where he laments on the potential deaths of his loved ones, he is able to absorb the attack and briefly transform into a Super Saiyan God once again. However, Goku is overwhelmed with the exhaustion and at Beerus' suggestion, finally admits defeat. He recognizes Goku's efforts and reveals that he was the second strongest person he had ever fought. After Whis, who is also his martial arts master and is even stronger than he is, Goku also learns that there are other universes with other gods of destruction as well. Beerus decides to spear the earth and takes his leave with Whis after bidding farewell, particularly what you see going on in Dragon Ball. Yeah, bidding farewell to Goku and his friends who return to Bulma's birthday party, which you guessed it. Whis then reveals that Beerus only used 70% of his power while fighting Goku, which you guessed it if you noticed. And that's how you end this movie with the end credits with the song, which particularly the song Chala Head Chala, which is heard by the rock band Flow, which is what you hear at the end of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, especially with the pages of both the Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball Z manga at the end credits. And then you end with a manga panel when you hear Goku yelling out his battle cry, Kamehameha, which you guessed it, if you will. And that's the review on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. I mean, looking back on one of the previous Dragon Ball Z movies, particularly when I reviewed one of the DBZ movies in the previous anime reviews that I've recently done in the past as well, this is actually the first time I wanted to do a review on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. It was the first ever Japanese film to be screened at IMAX digital theaters and was released on Blu-ray and DVD on September 13th, 2013. Funimation acquired the North American rights to Battle of Gods and produced in an English dub that they co-released with 20th Century Fox in North American cinemas in August 2014. Madman Entertainment acquired the Australasian rights and screened the movie at the 2013 Japanese Film Festival in Australia before the screening the English dub due to the select theaters in August 2014, which you guessed it as well. Yeah. Manga Entertainment released the film in the United Kingdom in November 2014. Battle of Gods was the first film considered an official part of the Dragon Ball storyline, being set during the time skip in the chapter 517 of the original manga, with the original creator Akira Toriyama deeply involved, especially with the plot involves Beerus, the god of destruction, learning of the defeat of the galactic overlord Frieza at the hands of Goku, seeking an opponent worthy of his power. Beerus, along with his companion Whis, travels to the North Galaxy to challenge Goku to a battle. And yet, Battle of Gods would later be adapted into the first story arc of Dragon Ball Super, which expanded upon the movie's plot later on, particularly as well. Early in July 2012, Weekly Shonen Jump's official website has already opened a teaser page with a countdown to a surprise on Saturday, July 14, the release on date of its 33rd issue of the year. On July 14th, the magazine and the website now changed to show Shenlong appearing and then disappearing, revealed some minor information of the upcoming film, including the premiere date, staff information, and companies involved in the production. Fox International Productions Japan, Shueisha, Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Bandai Namco Games, and Bird Studios as well. The film's director is Masahiro Hosoda, who directed several Dragon Ball Z episodes back in 1992. The screenplay was written by Yusuke Watanabe, who has written the manga adaptations before, namely the 20th Century Boys and the Gantz live-action films, particularly these live-action movies based that are adaptations from the anime. And the lead animation director is Tadayoshi Yamamuro, who has worked on several on the series since the Dragon Ball anime. The magazine and the official website also published a comment by Akira Toriyama about the movie. The Dragon Ball series creator created that notes that the adaptation will mark the first time he has been so deeply involved in the production of an anime. In this case, as early as the screenwriting stages comes, Toriyama also said that the film will retain the atmosphere of the original while adding small amounts of modern flavor. Toei Animation released a press statement on July 17, 2012, saying it would be set between the animation series Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, or in other words, from the blank decade between the end of the battle with Majin Buu in chapter 517 of the manga and chapter 518, and calling it a part of the official history of Dragon Ball, particularly. In September, it was announced that the film was one of the four of that year and that only animated one to receive money from the Japanese government as part of the non-profit organization Uni-Japan's co-production certification program. Toei received 50 million yen, roughly 636,000 US dollars, from the Agency for the Cultural Affairs, whose aim to promote Japanese arts and culture, with the United States named as the film's partner country. This time in particular, we had a request from Sensei to leave in not only the action, but also some truly enjoyable aspects of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball's chaotic feeling, and the actions of Gohan's battles and of the Z fighters are mixed together very well. So I believe that this also has helped make it an enjoyable movie as well, which is particularly the December issue of Ultra Jump elaborated on Toriyama's involvement in the movie, stating he came up with the movie's story and the character designs on December 2nd. The official website was adapted with the movie's cast and entire staff. The following day, a brief introduction to the film's story was leaked from accessing an unlinked section of the website, particularly of how they were making about the movie Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, particularly. Particularly of how the movie title revealed in November 2012, a special pre-sale collaboration ticket with the One Piece Film Z movie was made to commemorate the release of the two films. The dual ticket, good for both films, has a special new illustration by both Eiichiro Oda, who is the creator of One Piece, and Akira Toriyama, limited to 8,989 across Japan. The tickets went on sale on November 23rd, 2012 for particularly 2,600 yen as opposed to $31.51 US dollars a piece. Particularly of how the box office, particularly for a particular anime movie like Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, particularly. Speaking of which, particularly how this is Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F was particularly a sequel to Battle of Gods, even though I look back on my previous anime review on Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, which it all has got to me as well. And this was the first Dragon Ball Z movie to be screened at IMAX Digital Theater, screening at all 16 IMAX Digital Theater locations across Japan, when it's not shown in 3D as it was. And it did got a DVD and Blu-ray released by Funimation as well. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods for today's anime review. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts on this. When I first watched this, I really knew that this was particularly before Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Even though I have looked back on my previous anime review on Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, I didn't know that it was a sequel to Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods until now that I remembered. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, I highly recommend you to check it out if you can get it on DVD or Blu-ray that is released by Funimation as well. Hope to subscribe for content. My anime plan, link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter, Facebook. If you have Twitter, Facebook account, and all social media, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified. Keep it otaku for this anime review. Got another anime review coming up next. Stay tuned for my next anime review. I got a Rumiko Takahashi anime OVA from 1987 for tomorrow's anime review on One Pound Gospel. Stay tuned for my next anime review on One Pound Gospel because you won't want to miss another anime review.